Good day, everyone. My name is Anne, a guide in MMM Nigeria. Today, I will be talking about the risk involved in participating in MMM. This is a topic some people shy away from, but I think it's good that we're all on the same page in the community. Let me start off with this beautiful quote by Jim Rohn. He said, "If you're not willing to risk the unusual, you will have to settle for the ordinary." At this time, basically, where people are complaining about the loss of jobs, I'm not well paid, and all that, what are you doing about it? Every alternative you come across as, an atom of risk in it is normal. For every venture, there is risk. So, are you going to say because this is risky, you're not going to do anything about your situation? Then you have to settle for the ordinary. You have to continue your situation if you're not willing to take that risk, okay? Now, MMM community is built on the principles of mutual aid and benevolence. Highlight benevolence. Yes, benevolence. It's about you giving as if you're not going to get back. Give as if you're just doing it out of charity. Basically, that is what the community is about. Because the truth is, like, MMM, you provide help directly to one another. The, what MMM simply does is providing the platform for that interaction to occur. And, yes, it's basically providing the platform, matching people for people to help themselves out, basically. However, it is incorrect to say that participation in MMM does not pose any risk because the truth is there is risk. Now, what is the risk? The primary risk is that you provide help, and when it's time for you to request help, nobody is willing to give you help. That is the primary risk. That is one fear everybody has. What if I provide money today and when it's time for me to get money, nobody's able to provide me? That is the primary risk in MMM. We should all bear that in mind. But in that situation, what's the worst thing that can happen? MMM would have to restart. Everything in your Marvel will be cancelled. Everything in everybody's Marvel will be cancelled. The system restarts, just like you restart your computer. It restarts from level zero, and we start building the community afresh. Okay? But MMM does not want this to happen. So that is why we have put in place some things to ensure, some measures to ensure that a restart does not occur again. In Nigeria, it has never occurred, so it is so that restart will never occur, especially in Nigeria. Yes. So, what are those measures put in place? The first one is called pause mode. In pause mode, everything in your Mavro is frozen. Normally your Mavro is updated every Tuesday and Thursday. Your money grows, the new value for your Mavro is updated Tuesdays and Thursdays. Now, when pause mode is activated, there is no growth. If what you had in your Mavro was 10,000, it remains at 10,000. It doesn't grow. And then at that point, usually pause mode lasts for about a month or two. Now, you can withdraw um, while it is paused, but it will be at a floating ratio. I'll talk about the floating ratio soon, okay? The next measure that MMM has put in place is called installment receipt. Installment receipt means that you've requested help for 10,000 naira. Normally you'll get matched with people that will pay your 10,000 naira immediately, just between 5 to 10, 1 to 30 minutes that you've requested help. But when installment receipt is used in this instance, what happens is that you don't get all your money at once. You request her for 10,000 today. The MMM will match with someone that will give you 2.5. Next week, it will match with somebody that will give you another 2.5. It will do so until your 10,000 naira is paid. So it might take a month for the whole money to hit your account. By the end of the day, it will all hit your account. The next measure put in place is called the floating ratio. I said I was going to talk about this. Floating ratio takes into consideration the amount of money you have in your Mavro versus the amount of help that people have indicated interest to provide. So if the total money in Mavros for those seeking requesting help is 300,000, for instance, and the total help that people are willing to provide is 250,000 naira, for instance. What happens is MMM knows that, okay, we can't pay you 300,000. Remember, the 300,000 includes the reward you've got, 30% reward you got, and then the help you provided. So now MMM will say, we are going to give you, instead of you earning your 130% that would have given you the 300,000, we'll give you 110%, so that we are sure that all of you can get your money back with some, reward, percentage of reward to it. Basically, that is what floating ratio is about. And it's also given in parts. Now, we don't want a restart to happen in Nigeria, do we? No, we don't. So what part must we play to ensure that we don't encounter a restart? First thing is, donate only your spare money. Do not donate any money that is critical to you. Your children's school fees that you must pay tomorrow, you donate it on MMM. Is that a wise thing to do? No, it's not. Donate only your spare money. Money that if you donate and nobody's willing to give you back, you will not be hit too badly. Very important, okay? The next one is regularly give and ask for help. Don't provide help and then when you've been mashed and it has turned green in your marrow, you leave it there for 2 months. No. MMM says within 30 to 35 days, always ensure that you request for help. It is when we keep putting and removing that the system continues to thrive. But when we put and we refuse to remove and refuse to put more, that is when issues might occur. So it is in our hands to ensure that this platform stands or maintains its vigor, right, that it has right now, and that it continues to exist and we continue to benefit from it. It is all in our hands. The next one is tell people about the community, invite people. Some people have told me that, okay, what happens if everybody in Nigeria is already a member of MMM? Remember, MMM is for people of legal age. So if you're below 18, for instance, you can't participate in MMM. So what does that mean? We are a growing population. There is no way that we will run out of new members. That's number one. Ask yourself, do banks run out of customers? They always have customers coming to open accounts. So why should MMM run out of new people joining the community? I mean, it's and then with the Bitcoin, where people from all over the world can even participate. They don't have to be Nigerians to even participate. So it will keep growing. There's no way we'll run out of new members as long as we keep inviting someone every day, every month. The community will thrive. The next one is be positive about it. Don't be negative at all. Don't be negative. Be positive. A lot of bad publicity out there. Ignore. Look at the good ones. When you type in MMM pays on Google, you will see a lot of testimonies. Whose report would you believe? The ones showing their faces and telling you that MMM pays, or the ones that just go out there to post things without even showing their faces? Which one would you believe? So let's be positive about MMM. Do not panic. That is one thing would cause will cause a restart. Never panic. You might hear one bad story now, and then the next thing everybody wants to withdraw. What happens? Then you will have to restart the system. We don't want that to happen. So please do not panic. Always wait for 30 to 35 days to withdraw or to request for help, basically. I'll end with this beautiful quote by Susan Colosante. She said, "You can't get to the place you most want to be without taking a chance. You need to take that chance today. Be a member of MMM community, and together let's change the world." If you have questions, if you want to sign up, send me an email, chassisan@yahoo.com. In the description page of this video, I've left a link also for you to create your account on MMM if you would like to. And when you sign up, remember to enter my email address as your choice of guider so that I can guide you during your stay on MMM. My email address once again is chassisan@yahoo.com. Thank you very much for watching. Remember to give me a thumbs up if you liked this video. Have a beautiful day.